Good morning, and welcome to beautiful, beautiful Barbados. We're still going to give those later risers a few more minutes to get up, but we'd like to say our Serenity Prayer at this stage of the game. Any of you who are with us like to pray along with me, please do. All others will be back with you in a few moments' time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Alright, so just enjoy this area for a little bit longer. We'll give them about now 3 or 4 minutes or so, and then we will start up. So enjoy your piece of serenity. Greetings again from beautiful, beautiful Barbados. It's a gorgeous day in Barbados, absolutely beautiful. No, we don't have any rain right here, right now. It's a beautiful clear sky, absolutely gorgeous tropical day in the island. Yes, I do have on my waistcoat this morning because I'm just carrying the greeting cards and a couple other things in the back of it, but not for our Skywater Force field today for sure. But as you can see, it's going to be a beautiful day. I'll let you see a little bit more of the sunrise now. Of course, you're seeing the beauty of this morning because I am here with you, but we can look at the other direction for a couple of seconds and enjoy this as well. Good morning to each and every one of you, and for everyone that turned up yesterday at the office that did all the hardcore work, I thank you so very much. Have some awesome pictures I'll be putting up later in the week of all those that were there, all those that were there in spirit. Thank you so much for being there as well. We were feeling you, trust me. It was a wonderful, wonderful day. Talk a little bit more of that we go further on this morning, but I just want to show us how beautiful this south coast is. Now we ended here the other day when we walked with Nolan. We ended just a little further to the west. We're going to go in that direction now, so we're going to sort of like miss some of that sunrise because the low clouds and stuff have it taking a little while to come up, but we're going to keep keeping back all the time. I know this morning for sure if our chef is on board, Mr. Q himself, if he's on board this morning, I know that his heart has he palpitating right now because it is absolutely beautiful down here, and I know this is where he likes to come and spend all of his time when he's in Barbados, and that is when he's not walking with me, of course, because I've been walking with him a lot this year, hopefully. So bring down all of your hikers, and bring down your 4x4s, 2x2s, and beach shoes, sir. We're gonna be doing some walking as well. Beautiful, beautiful Sugar Bay. We all know this. You see Asta originally, then went to Amaryllis, then went to Sugar Bay. It's an all-inclusive resort. Absolutely lovely. Has the original footprint, original style structure, same kind of height as well. You know me, I love anything that's below 3 levels. So if anyone who's not aware of that, know that that's what I love. Anything that's below 3 levels. It's not that I don't promote the other ones. It's just as I like to see buildings that are small or low like this here, but long expanse buildings along a beach. You know, it doesn't really take anything away from the beautiful scenery or change how the beach and stuff looks. Looks very, very tropical this morning. A lot of chairs out. Don't normally see this many chairs out when we pass here. Usually they're a lot less scattered, but as you can appreciate, we're coming into season now. It's looking as though it's going to be a bumper season for Barbados for sure. You know, we get a lot of bookings, a lot of people are coming. People are finding it difficult to get accommodations here now in certain areas, in their Airbnb, etc. So things are going to be busy this season. And what are we going to be doing? We're going to be out here spreading love and cheer and joy to everyone that we possibly can. Just a beautiful, beautiful morning. Again, thank you for all of those that came out yesterday and joined us. I know a lot of you would like to have been there. A lot of you couldn't be because you're not in Barbados at the moment, but you were there in spirit, as I said before. Mr. Impact, my brother, you're awesome, man. You gave us an amazing welcome yesterday. You also played an amazing session. You had everyone up even when it was rainy conditions and stuff. So congrats to you on that. It was absolutely amazing. To everybody else that came, we had a lot of YouTube family that we've never met before. They're promising to come over to Facebook. A lot of people came and spoke to us. We had a table of about 8 or 10 people, somewhere around there, just all high-spirited, amazing, positive energy. So to each and every one of you at the table, and each and every one of you that were inside the entire area of Crystal Waters yesterday, thanks for making it the environment and the atmosphere that we have all grown to like and love over the years. So a great family feel yesterday. Many of us hadn't met each other ever before, but it was as though we had known each other for a long time friends and family. Beautiful accommodations here, as I said before. Very similar to what it has always been, hasn't gone any higher, just changed a little bit on the interior, especially in the back section where we're not seeing now. Front section is pretty much as it was throughout the years. Lovely old hotel in Barbados. As you can see, it's in a beautiful lagoon area. All right, we're going to try and get a little further to watch that sun because you see something happening there. We go down this jetty. For those of you who like photos and those of you who like to get out as far as you can for the vantage points, please be real careful of this jetty if you're down here in this area or this groin. It is extremely slippery. Majority of the year you get water coming on top of it, so there's a lot of moss growth and stuff, and it's the kind of moss that will pelt you down and pop your butt. I don't say pop, well I say pop your tail. So be careful out here for me. Anywhere you go in Barbados, remember that please. What you may see maybe a little bit deceiving. You're going to see the beauty and everything. You're going to forget about what's underfoot. You're going to walk to vantage points to get beautiful scenery, and then you're most definitely going to have a boogadung. Alright, so what we can do is here, we're going to outsmart this sun right now, and we're going to go in and see where we can get a really good vantage point. I can't mean anything, and you must watch this sunrise. This is absolutely spectacular. Woo, check this out, man. I don't think you all can see what, well, for the resolution, you will probably not be able to see what's happening there, but all of the lower clouds are banded with golden rings. It is absolutely stunning this morning out here. I know that whatever you're seeing is still breathtaking because you're watching a tropical sunrise this morning. Some of you are experiencing your first snow for the year already. Some of you are experiencing cold conditions. Remember, Barbados is open 24/7, 365 days a year, and we even throw in the extra day when there is that leap year for you to come, so 366 on those occasions as well. Beautiful scenery. Absolutely stunning sunrise this morning. We're going to come back to that in a second, but what I'm going to do is tease you a little bit with our first official waterborne EMC Circle of Love. Here we go. Wow, talk about stunning. That is absolutely spectacular. And this little bay here is just gorgeous. Sort of like a little intimate bay. Really, really special. This is why I like the South Coast a lot, because of the individual bays and stuff. But I don't like West Coast. West Coast is also beautiful. I have to say that, and I'm not deserting the South Coast people. As you all know, I am a South Coast person. I will always live and die a South Coast person, but I have to appreciate the beauty of the West as well, which I've come to love more and more. But as you know, I'm still a Southie. So for all those people on board here that think West is boring, it's not really as boring as they make it out to sound. They actually have some highlights down there as well. Some people replace that word with best, which is, we know, is not really the real true thing. But anyhow, we're on the second best coast, I would say, and the others are also right behind there as well. So they're a lot tight for second, but the most important and the best coast is this one, of course. As you will notice, the South Coast never is calm really for consistent periods of time. There's always, you know, swell conditions or a few current conditions and stuff. If it's the kind of ocean you like, well, of course, you're not going to be happy on the west, which is very, very calm and placid and extremely safe to swim. So, of course, a little bit more challenging, but that's what we like, something a little bit rougher, some of us who are on the south side. Beautiful, beautiful morning. As you all would have seen yesterday from our vlog at Crystal Waters, we have a lot of bad behaved people in the EMC. Because the party animal was not there yesterday, her infection has not ceased to spread through everyone else. You would have seen our head cheerleader behaving Dixie yesterday on the dance floor. Thank goodness I did not catch her in some of her moves that she was pulling earlier on, but I couldn't really do that anyhow. Beautiful conditions, absolutely stunning. I can't believe that 8 or 10 people can sit down and shout ear to ear all yesterday afternoon our greetings and our friendships and our words to each other, and do it over the volume that was playing yesterday. So, but we all did that. So a lot of people say not a good socializing point because you can't get in good conversation and stuff. I have to say, conversation doesn't only go to words. You can spread it through your eyes as well. You know, we can talk to each other, say I love you, as you all would know. Mr. Reiko, man, you gave me some hugs yesterday, my brother. I love them, absolutely adored them. Thank you so much. I couldn't even get you to leave me alone, man. I had to ask Mrs. Conductor, and for your chaperone, which is your daughter, of course, to try and control you because you were ridiculously out of hand yesterday. Remember, this is my vlog where I'm speaking, so I can say whatever I want, and it's supposed to be factual. As you all know, our rules and regulations already. Number 6 rule states when Nick is wrong, Nick is still right. So you must admit to that as well. Just stunning. Now, as you can see, the moss on here is definitely slippery. You don't really want to walk across here unless you have some really good shoes, or gently take your time, please. I would not walk across here with a cane or any walker or anything like that. If you need assistance, I would stay off of these type of surfaces because they are extremely slippery as well. We are just down behind the Garza Savannah. This is Drill Hall area, known as Brandens to some of the surfers as well. We did stop here the other day, so we're going to continue beyond here, but I just wanted to start that we could have been in an area that we could have experienced the actual sunrise and see the beauty of Barbados. We're not doing any exploring today. We thought we'd stay a little bit closer to home. We have a big week coming up. This weekend, remember, we have the Docel Saturday. If you're on the island, please send me an IM later on in the week and let me know you would like to go. We do not know where we're going yet, just as we did not know where we were going this morning until actual around, I would say, 4:30 or so. That's why the preamble was a little delayed. I wasn't studying that. I got up this morning feeling, hold on a minute, let me make this right, because I know that somebody on here wants to harass me about it. I am so tired. See, great police, I am worn out. I would like some self-pity, please. So I would like some nice comments coming from you today. Comments that will lift my spirit up, because I am so tired this morning. Exhausted. I came home early. I told everybody how to get some beauty sleep and stuff, but unfortunately when I got home, I didn't go immediately to bed. So I didn't get as much beauty sleep as I wanted. So I would say I'm 99.99% handsome this morning. I'm just missing that little fragment. So I know my great police and others will cheer me up with some beautiful things this morning. I feel in the love star mood. So just tell me everything that's beautiful and nice about me. Look at me for a minute. You can find something nice to talk about, I am sure. Hold on a minute. Let me just make sure you can even see more of it. Yeah, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So you all have plenty to talk about this morning. Let me turn back around the other way. I see some people are requesting to come on onto the video, but we really don't do that at the moment. So if you press that button purposely, we don't do that at the moment. If you press it a mistake, we still don't do it at the moment. So there you go. So no acknowledgement that you would like to come on. I absolutely love what they've done to this hotel. Years ago, not too long ago, there was a wall that used to run across here with like a a picket on the top, which would obscure your view from sitting on the lawn area. That wall has been removed, and as you can see, replaced with ropes. It is absolutely beautiful. So open up the entire property. I think as a major enhancement, if I was a guest here for sure, you'd be able to look right out onto the ocean or any kind of blocking whatsoever in the front area. Just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Not that that wall was really high, but it most definitely is a lot better now and more cosmetically beautiful than before for sure. This is Savannah Hotel, for those that may not know. Absolutely beautiful from here. We're just down behind St. Anne's Fort, which was the main area that used to control all of the communications around the island. That used to be the main hub for all of the signal stations. The 6 signal stations are located on Barbados. Remember, we didn't have cell phones all of our lives. I mean, when I came along, there were cell phones because I was born in 1971. But most of you would know that the rotary phone and stuff, but that was before my time. I only know the touch buttons. I don't know about turning any dial. That was way before my time. But in the long gone days, they used to have signals that used to go out throughout the island. Communication was by, if it was nighttime fires, if it was daytime, by mirrors or by flags, all depending on the conditions and stuff of visibility. That used to be the main center hub here, and they used to communicate all over the island if there were any approaching vessels, whether it be from up by Cotton Tower or over into Spikestown, etc. Used to all come through Relay, come through Grenade Hall from Spikestown, etc. There were many of them, 6 as I said before, and they used to communicate that way. So this was one of the main fortified areas in Barbados. As you can appreciate, it's by Charles Fort, which is a little further on, which was the fort that was designed to protect Carlisle Bay, which I would have to say was well, I would have to imagine, not say, was possibly the most difficult area to sort of like defend, because it had so many sections that boats could land and stuff. So Carlisle Bay was one of the critical points there, which was Charles Fort. So down the Hilton, which we will get to in a few minutes time. So you all are seeing who I did not want to see this morning. You know, sometimes I do pray for rainy conditions, because me and him had a big fallout yesterday. I don't know what he thought he was doing. Came on to night time and he wanted to show himself, which is something that's very unusual. So I thank you know, Mr. Impact for lowering his stage lighting, because at one stage of the game I thought he was going to get in on the play as well. Then you all would have seen how bad he walks up. He's like a skeet Lego beast he is, but I had to keep him quiet. Thank goodness the lights did fade. Only one person out this morning in the lineup. This is Brandon's. Again, things have changed so much over the years. I remember when I first started surfing here, you couldn't really walk across here at all because of all the cobblers and sea urchins in this reef. A lot of sand is built in this area. This reef is pretty much, I won't say it's dead, but it's pretty close to that right now. Very much like the reef was off of Sandy Beach area. There are some sea urchins still in this reef here, but nothing like they used to be before. But as you all know, and as you've heard from Alan Burt, don't put your foot down on the reef in Barbados under any condition. Keep your feet off of the reef. That is obviously for surfers that catch a wave and push off and go back out. You know, keep your feet off of the reef, because you can find lionfish and stuff in these rock areas. Beautiful picnic zone as well. Absolutely perfect place for Old Year's Night. If you're going to be on the island, what you call New Year's Eve, but we call Old Year's Night. This place here will have thousands of people that will assemble here. I would say from as early as 6 p.m. in the afternoon, you're going to find people setting up their barbecues, their tents, their sound systems, possibly even earlier from that. And then around 10 o'clock at night, you will not be able to get parking down here. You'll probably have to park up the Garson Savannah and make your way down. But this is a place where the competition goes on for fireworks. We have a display of fireworks from Sugar Bay. And then we have the Hilton also has a massive fireworks demonstration. So they actually compete against each other. And it's an amazing experience to come here on the beach and welcoming the new year, watching the fireworks being displayed and children running all over. You know, campfires. It's absolutely beautiful. It's become a tradition for Barbados now here, and also on Pebbles Beach, Browns Beach, just around the corner. They're all the same way. This is the real place. A lot of people come for the Old Year's Night celebration. As you can see, plenty of shaded area. You can come down here and find shade right through the entire day. If you don't want to go in the sun, you just want to sit down somewhere quiet, you want to cast a hammock like our Mr. Conductor, you can come down in here and put up your hammocks or just have your camp and stuff. It is plenty of room. I've never really seen down here extremely crowded anymore. Once upon a time, large picnics used to come down in here. I haven't seen that for a number of years. People tend to venture out further afield now, East Coast, North Coast, etc., Southeast Coast, when they're having picnics and stuff, big excursions. But we do get the occasional one down in here. But you will find shaded area down here all the time. The only inconvenience down here are there are no public facilities. There is a chemical washroom just up by the War Wagon general area. It's not always open, and again, it's one washroom on this beach here. Really no showers or anything, so that's the only thing I would say about this section here that may not be user-friendly for you. But if you put like 4 or 5 gallon bottles of water in the back of your vehicle and come down here and spend the entire day, it's absolutely beautiful. Sun is too bright actually to take it directly in now, so we can use this as silhouetting just so we can enjoy the beauty of down here. Those who are waking up to snow this morning, I know quite a few up north are. Those are waking up to the cold and the windy conditions. This is what we have to offer you here in Barbados, so don't lose hope. If you feel like traveling and getting away from that, I don't mind if it's early in the season. Come on down, come and spend some time with us. The island is absolutely beautiful right now. I would have to say the island is as lush and as beautiful as I've ever seen it. It is just absolutely breathtaking on this rock right now. I see my driver on here. Driver, you were telling me it will take 1 day for you to shop and get yourself ready for me to pass through there so we can have our talkathon. I understand you're interested in competing against me again this year. I know for sure, you know, you're wasting your time, but I always like a good challenge, and you definitely give me a good challenge for sure. Last year when I left you, both of my ears were burning, but they were still on, so you didn't do too bad a job at all. I must commend you on your talking as well. Down here again, a lot of benches are finding their way along this section. You will see sort of like a surf camp here. This is a guy that comes here every day from early in the morning right through until sunset. He bases his camp here. You'll find a lot of surf schools using here. A lot of them will base themselves here in summer, and then you will find a lot of people actually coming here with groups as well. Good morning to Russell Garrett and all the other guys, Ride the Tide and everybody else, Ride the Wave, and also Alan Burke and everyone else who surf schools in Barbados, not leaving out any on purpose, just can't remember them all at this present time. But good morning to all you all. Thank you again for offering the amazing service that you offer, because I know for sure it was very difficult to start up those schools in Barbados and maintain them. Thank you for your, your perseverance and your dedication to that sport, because it is now a recognized sport, even is in the Olympics. I have not competed because I wasn't ready this year. I didn't realize they were actually going to bring it, so I didn't get my gold medal in that, but I haven't competed, so I still think I'm the best in the world until they actually compete and get beaten, which that will not happen. In case you did not know, just in case you've been on a different planet, I am the Beijing Warrior, and as it's Monday morning, I'm going to start off fresh, but then you know, I'm the most perfect person around, the most handsome person. Everybody knows I have combinations of all of the movie stars in me, and that's what makes me better than all of them. But in case you also did not know, I'm born and raised Barbadian. I am born on the 5th of April 1971, which makes me 51 years old. Don't mind, I've had arguments with people all yesterday. I have the facts, they don't have the facts, they can only speculate. I have had a hard life, but as you can see, a beautiful life, because look at how I've turned out. I'm like a rose that's beginning to bloom. Absolutely beautiful. Lovely, lovely, lovely surroundings here. This has changed so much over the years. Very briefly, when I first started surfing, where that lady's walking now is where the high tide would have come up to, in that general area. We used to park under some casuarina trees there. There were no bollards put up and stuff to stop us from driving in. We used to park where you see the little dog running about. So you understand, all of this is new beach that has formed over the years. But a lot of people won't even realize that. A lot of people think, well, this is how it always was. No, most definitely not. It was way back before. So a lot of beaches have receded. A lot of beaches have increased over the years. It is just strange how it's moved around. Of course, the grinds and the man-made impact on it has most definitely affected a lot of the building up and stuff. You will also remember the last time we walked here, loads of sargassum. This whole beach was full of it. Very little traces of it on the beach now. It is just beautiful. Also, you'll notice that the beach is leveled completely out. Earlier in the year, we had big drop-offs. This is not a joke, 6 and 8 foot drop-offs. The sand down in that elevation close to the actual water area. You can go back and look at the vlogs if you like and check them out and see the difference of how the sea conditions are at different times of year. Remember, when you're coming to Barbados and you're looking at these vlogs, please take note of the time of year that they're taken, because it does change a little bit. I don't want anybody to come into these beaches, for example, and expecting to find a very wide beach like this here around March or April, when we get our big south swell. That will most definitely change. So anything that you see on the vlogs, just have a look at the date frame that it was, and then you can always go into YouTube, put in the same name of wherever you're looking at, and you can go back in history and see what it's like at certain times of the year. Anyone seeing this area would not understand the kind of sargassum build-up that we get in this area. I have to mention this morning about lateness. Let me get back so you all can see me and see my reaction here and stuff, and how I'm feeling about it. Let me get, so you don't put your sun in your all's face. We have some people that do not know anything about time. Nothing about time whatsoever. Now, I have to keep my 20 seconds every day when I'm doing my photo ops, because I have a certain person with a stopwatch in here that will qualify him out by 1 second. You can't be coming to somewhere at 3 o'clock and turn up at 4:30. And as for Mr. Sims, known as Dimitri, you can't come there at 6:30 and pretend that you're now coming and tell me good afternoon and where have I been. No, we already know your trick, sir. So you can get a strike this morning. I saw you on here. You can get a strike even if you behave well. And as for our head cheerleader, she getting a strike too. So I don't mind if she says good morning in the most beautiful way, in the most floral way. You're getting a strike this morning because you're in need of a strike list. Do not call me vindictive. You cannot call me vindictive. I know that some people won't say, well, he's real vindictive, man. No, I'm not vindictive at all. That's why I keep the in need of a strike list, so I don't have to feel vindictive. I can just look in it and see whoever is there, and I'll give them a strike. See, that is how you get away from being called vindictive. Just directly in front of us is a lawn tennis or tennis association. They have some courts here and also some practice courts just behind these. You'll probably barely be able to make them out through the trees itself there. That is where you'll find a lot of the young and upcoming tennis stars that are playing and practice and train. You can drive right through from Pebbles through to the Garrison via the same beach here as well. Just drive as though you're going towards the Hilton, Barbados, and you will take the left just before you get into the Hilton itself and follow the road through by the cemetery, just to the lower side, west side of the cemetery, and then you can drive through, just follow the route and you'll find it. Quite easy to do, really a pleasant experience, a lot of fun to do that as well. Now, we're not going to be running this vlog for an hour today because we did too many hours last week. We need to keep them down a little bit for these kind of areas because we're going to have some long ones coming up. I'm a little bit fearful right now because I understand that Mr. Conductor's chaperone is leaving us on Wednesday and leaving him and poor Mrs. Conductor in the island for another 2.5 weeks or something. I feel so sorry for Mrs. Conductor. As I told you yesterday, not a problem because we have a driver that's coming down here. That's the perfect chaperone for the conductor. She will keep him in place, I am sure. She tries to keep me in place. It's a waste of time. Everybody knows that. Impossible to do. Just lovely. I just love how this place is as natural as it wants. I would like to mention, and this is just very, very little mention, but it is speculated that there's going to be a resort built in this area. Don't know if that's going to happen. One thing sure is my signature will be on a piece of paper if anyone comes out with a petition, for sure, because I want this space to remain as it is. It's absolutely beautiful, just stunning down in here, and it's utilized by lots and lots of Bajans. I think this is a beach that should be left alone. All beaches should be left alone, but especially this one here is very, very important. Barbados Hilton, a lot higher than I really like. However, over the years it's sort of like numbed in vision now. This offers great packages. It is animal friendly. Our head cheerleader will let you know that. She kept her 2 boys there while she first came into the island, so that is one hotel that is animal friendly. So you can look up that if you want to travel with your pet or with your guide dog or anything like that. You can look that up and get some information from them. Just beautiful, beautiful down here. There are lots and lots of bush up there that I brought my maintenance crew down here to clean up last time we were on this beach. Unfortunately, they pruned out all the trees and left the bush. I'm going to have to talk to them again about this area because there's just too much cigarette bush down here. I know it's not bad, but I think we can get rid of it now. The coconuts start to come up. We can actually take that out. As you all would have known from our Brighton Market experience on Saturday, none of the wise, smart, and intelligent vendors produce cigarette, cashew nut fruit, fat pork, or mobby, anything in jams or syrups or anything like that. I have to commend them on their intelligence, and thank you again for understanding how bad it would be if you started to produce those products. I've told you how detrimental it would be to my future, so please stay with me on this one here and offer everything else. Don't offer those foolish things because we don't want them in Barbados. They don't taste good at all. I don't care how much sugar you put on top of them, they're not going to taste good. Beautiful sunrise this morning. Just a glow. I'm feeling the warmth already. It's a little bit humid down here, although we have a nice wind running. It's definitely a little bit humid this morning for sure. Now, you know, when we talk about humidity in Barbados, we don't talk like 100% like you all overseas, but it gets humid here and it's definitely fairly warm as well. This is one place that I hope one day Mr. Conductor and Nosy co-star, you all can get in contact with the site that offers all the webcams in Barbados. I recommend this point. I've recommended it numerous times, but they won't let me hit the send button anymore because I've obviously recommended it so often that they're not interested. But I would love to see some webcams set up here. I think this would be a perfect place not only to see the surfing, but also let's see the conditions of this side of the island in case you're coming for a swim as well. They've had to drop these boulders out here, the armored stones, to protect this beach. These have been here from the very first Hilton hotel that used to be here. I think you all can look back and see that online. There's still a lot of pictures up there of it. So this is not something that's new. It has been enhanced a little bit over the years, but it's basically the same catchment area that they want to protect this beach with, which is beautiful. Good morning, how are you this morning? I must look like a beach salesman, I think. I'm gonna go and run him down shortly. I just want you all to see that. You all ever see me go on my knees and beg somebody join the EMC? Not yet, but it can happen. Not saying it won't happen. Beautiful cove areas, really popular for body surfing. Yeah, a few bodyboarders here as well, but there's a really good swell when there's a south swell going on that comes through into this bay itself. Not a long ride, but definitely a good challenge and definitely a good bombing for sure. There is a concrete slab, like a little jetty that's under the sand right here at certain times, where almost where that yellow flag is. There's normally a jetty that you see there at certain times a year, but right now this beach is as strong and as beautiful as it will probably get for the entire year. It is absolutely lovely. You can see how heavy it is, how thick it is, and how deep it is. Beautiful beach out here. The cabana is south. This is a new venture down here. We actually did a little walk through there in a vlog last time we were here on it. So you don't have to go down to Bats Rock. You can come here now as well. They offer the facilities here. They have parking as well above. Not a lot of parking, but there's some parking there, or you can go and park further up on the drill hall area and walk down if you would like. But they offer a lovely public facility here. This is not actually the Hilton hotel that runs this here. It is that establishment, so you can come here. You don't have to stay in Hilton to come and eat and enjoy yourself here. As you can see, beautiful accommodations as well. We're not taking too much of that this morning. We're just going to be going down a little further and taking our final sea bath for the morning, so we get to. The beautiful thing about here is, unless it's very, very rough, we can generally swim on the lower side as well. So we're going to go over there close to the Charles Fort area, and that's where we end off this morning. But look at the scenery here. For all you that are feeling this morning cold, under the impact of snow, I know everybody I've seen is saying the first snowfall of the year is so beautiful and something so peaceful about it. I can appreciate that, but pretty soon it won't be the first one, and you will start to get a little tired and get a little bit cold. Well, come on down. This is what we have to offer you. As you can see, it is heaven on earth. This is a piece of heaven on earth for sure. Lots of chairs out for the Hilton guests. This is a massive hotel, as you can appreciate. You have views of either this coastline here, or from the other side of this hotel, you'll have views of the Carlisle Bay area. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful, stunning sceneries from here. Now, sometimes in the year we have had, you see, it was so rough, like around March, April, May, that around here had water on the inside of these armored rocks. You can actually see it a little further on still, but that's coming through the rocks, but it was actually running across in front of here when the big swells were coming through. You can see different elevations on the sand of where the sargassum has gone into the sand itself. You can see these step up, so you can understand that that is where the beach would have been at certain times throughout the year. So that gives you an indication of how it has grown and how it has got thicker and deeper and stronger over the last few months. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful beach. Again, lots of areas you can park here and come and sit on this beach if you want. It is a public beach, so you can come out here and relax yourself on the shade, you know, bring your picnic baskets and stuff and enjoy the entire day. As I said before, the south coast is blessed with an all-day shade pretty much. The sun comes up to the eastern side even at Christmas and stuff, and it's coming in at this angle and it starts to drift a little further like the center of the camera. You will still get adequate shade on the south coast because it's not the direct sun coming under as you would experience on some of the other coastlines. Of course, the east coast in the morning, and then in the afternoon time the west coast. The south coast has a balance of shade throughout the whole day. Obviously there are beaches without trees that have no shade, so don't hold it to me and say, Nicholas, everywhere in the south coast doesn't have shade, you put it on the west coast. Again, I'm not putting on the west coast, I'm promoting the south coast. What a beautiful, beautiful morning. It looks a little bit rough on the lower side, but we should still be able to get in. in one section there and relax a little bit. If you had been back here in the 2020s, mid 2020s or so, you would have seen 8, 10, 12 cruise liners moored off of here. When COVID was going on, Barbados was used as one of the main jump points for the Southern Caribbean. Majority of the cruise vessels came here to get their airlifts from Barbados, because Barbados opened its doors in a human way to everyone, because we realized that a crisis was going on and that we needed to step up and help where we could. Barbados most definitely led the way, without a doubt, in majority cruise world actually, because we turned everyone here. People came from other locations that don't even use Barbados, that use Barbados for their turn. Not that their ships don't use them, but the actual ships that came here were the biggest ships in the world, which are the Royal Caribbean Line. They're ones that don't come here all through the year for sure. Some we've never seen here before. Alright, so this is Charles Fort. This is one section of it. A lot of cannons still remain up there. I don't know if you all remember Needham's nightclub that we see here run by Tony Layson. That dates me back a little while, as you all can remember. Very formal nightclub. It was one of the most formal nightclubs that there was in the island. Really, really good at one time. The only problem is because it was on the resort, they had to close early. So the open hours were not extended. So a lot of people tended not to go after a period of time after the novelty of going somewhere new had faded off. They tended not to continue, and therefore they suffered a lot. Lack of occupancy and stuff, they had to close down. But as I said before, this was the main fortified area. They used to protect the Carlisle Bay region. If you've been into Carlisle Bay, you will know access to come in by boat in those days would have been the easiest, would have been from the west coast when you get by Hangman's Bay, from Cox Bay along the west. But Carlisle Bay most definitely would have been the best or most favoured landing point, but most definitely the most fortified landing point. Okay, we're going to take a little, go into the sea here where we're going to say our farewells this morning. We're going to keep it nice and short. Don't worry, we have plans coming this week. Don't ask me what they are, because I haven't decided yet and I'm not being guided yet. So I just know we have plans coming this week. So I know everybody's calling out. I see here, please show Nick, where is Nick? So I know we have a light crowd on this morning. It is daylight saving time. We're not worried about that. It's the same thing that we had last year. This is, remember, we went into our second year now. January 21st, we'll celebrate 2 years of live vlogs. I think that was a major, major thing. As I said before, we are an official registered company, but we don't operate as a business. We operate as us walking our journey together. Everyone walking their own journey, everyone bringing their own healing. What continues to just amaze me, warm my heart and warm my soul, and give me the confidence and the encouragement and the inspiration to continue even through tough times which we all experience, is the fact of the healing that I hear about. I heard, like as I've always heard from everyone that I've ever spoken to in the EMC, has talked about the healing that the EMC has brought. Not the healing that I brought, the healing that EMC has brought. You know, it is amazing how people are telling me of how it saved their life, how they didn't know where to turn. They were in their darkest times. So all these things can relate to me too. Saved my life, I didn't know where to turn, I was in the darkest times. So I can understand what everyone talks about, but it's always a shared conversation. No matter who I speak to, no matter how many times I speak to them, they always give the gratitude for finding the EMC and finding the journey and following their own light. Absolutely amazing. It is heartwarming, the stories that I hear, and I'm sure each and every one of you that are on here this morning have something that you could say positive about our gatherings and about our family, because I always say we can't heal anyone. I can't heal anyone. All I can do is offer an environment where I am healing and where I can help people with what my experiences are, taught from my experiences, and others do the same. Comments on here go well backward and forward all morning, and then you read them back. Most of you probably don't see them all. I do see them all. When I read them back, there's nothing but kindness and care and happiness and people lifting each other's spirits. So that's what the EMC does, and that's my only serious conversation this morning. Everyone, or there's certain people here know that I have serious conversations. That's one of the serious ones. So thank you again for making this what it is. You know, it's amazing to walk this journey with all of you all. Every day that I start to feel a little bit down, I go back and read some note from someone, or God sends someone into my life that tells me the importance that this journey is for them. So thanks again for all your encouragement, and thanks for all your love for sure. Alright, so we're going to do a little waterborne 360 here. As you can see, it's a lot rougher, but as you can also see, these outer armored rocks here do shelter where we are. If we did not have these rocks here, there's nowhere we could come in and see at all. So the Hilton has, similar to like Miami Beach, Enterprise Beach, where they have the rougher sea conditions above, and then they have a little sheltered area below. Of course, not as sheltered as calm as Miami Beach, but it does offer that kind of ease as well, and safety feeling that you're offered below here in the camera conditions. All right, so here we go. We're gonna do we got actually gonna start at fort because you can't start and stop at the sun too bright. We can start at fort. We're gonna do our, let's see what we should do this time. Hold on a second, big swells coming in. I gotta do a jump. Oh yeah. That was obviously Olympic trained. I know some of you all may have seen right into the fort just now because of my extremely high elevation, but I am Olympically trained in all kind of gymnastics and aerobics, and as you can see, some of the swells that come through are quite large this morning. And anyhow, here we go. We're gonna start here and we're gonna end here. Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful morning. A little bit challenging, but absolutely lovely out here. Had to bring this love to you all and give this 360 and stuff with you all. So to each and every one of you, thanks very much for spending your morning with us. Thank you for bringing your healing. Thank you for bringing your love. Thank you for bringing your care. Thank you for being a part of our lives. For any of you that are feeling challenged and in a dark spot, please reach out. I had to do some reaching out last week, so it's not that everyone will go through it. Everyone will go through challenges where they need someone just to be there for them, you know, like a little hug, a virtual hug or whatever. But reach out, please. You're not in this world alone. We are here for each other. We're here through the rough and the good times. There are times that I'm going to be down that you're going to lift my spirits, and there are times that you're going to be down that I'm going to lift your spirits, or someone else in here will as well. Have a great day. Love as always and respect as always. Please go forward and spread the joy, peace and happiness that you've experienced here today with everyone around you. A lot of people today don't know where they're turning, don't know where they're going to get food from. Give them a smile. At least you can contribute in that way if you can't help in any other way. Have a great day. Again, greetings and love from Barbados. 20-second photo op here, folks, so enjoy this here. Let me get something a little more scenic. Don't mind there's a tent out here. 20 seconds. Have a great day. Love you all.